Select hybrid. Pick your team number 8. 4-box break. Let's go. Good luck. Oh, don't say that. We want people to hit. Why would I not want people to hit, Vandy? I don't want to jinx Chen or anyone else. Now, in the event no one hits, okay. All right, let's do it. I haven't seen any golds. I haven't seen any autos yet. So gets the first gold or better. I'll do it for 20, guys. Go. Let's do it. You are going to see hybrid and hobby this entire time. You guys can attack your impeccables. I will start to push impeccable some point either later today or if not into tomorrow. I promise. Good luck, everybody. What up, Pickle? You know what's crazy, guys? I actually just noticed when I killed this break, I think we are getting more hybrid because the main channel has a full case of hybrid in the store now. In the main channel. So there is a chance we might be getting more. Kyle, nice to meet you. I'm sorry if I say your last name wrong. Kyle, is it Kawud or Kawud? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong, man. I got bad enunciation in general. We like dealership people here. Even though I'm Team Subi fam. Never ever gonna be a Ford guy ever. Never gonna be a Mopar guy ever. Never gonna be a Hyundai and Kia guy ever. But if you want to talk automotive, I'll stand up with the best of them with you. Next break is gonna be hobby and hybrid. I'm not a Ford guy. My first dealership I worked at was Honolulu Ford. That was in 2006, 2007. That was when the F-150 still had the Harley-Davidson editions. In dark amethyst pearl, my favorite purple color in the whole world. Ooh. Fusion. I bet you changed the motor mounts on those things already. Fusions, escapes, all like that. Limitless or City Gold. Have you guys had motor mount issues on your Ford? I bet you, though, I guarantee you guys have motor mount problems on those cars. One of the most common issues on the 14 Fusions, 15 Escapes, the Focuses, and the Fiestas. Always the fucking mounts. Always the fucking mounts. Always. Good luck. I'm a Ford hater. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Transmission is jerky. So if the transmission mount is busted, you'll feel it a little bit more, especially when you're shifting into like reverse or drive. Like that. Very common issue. Very common issue. But now here's a blue to 25 premier level of Jackie Cue for Singba Lane. Can you fit in one? Can I fit in one what? I can fit in a lot of things. I'm a big boy. I'm not that big. Not yet. Cody Williams to 99. Missouri. Bob. Daddy it. Silver. I thought that was an auto there. Missy on a white. No more grading for right now, Singba Lane. Yes, I cannot accept any grading. I believe it's temporary. Ryan Dunn would remind you of Butterball. I'm so confused, Kyle. Are you calling me a Butterball? Shaded Sharp, man. A lot of court side. What's up, Speed? I'm just, I'm being honest. Now, I will tell you this. To 99 Paul George. I'll tell you this, Speed. I would drive a Ford before I drive a Dodge. 100%. Dillingham. I would drive a Ford before I drive a Dodge, before I drive a Kia, before I drive a Hyundai. Huck Porty on the red. I would definitely drive a Ford before all of that. What Ford, you might ask? Anything with a V8. Most of your Fords with a V8, except for your 5.3 Triton motors that have fucking stuck spark plugs in the cylinder heads. Those are the fucking worst. Now, if you follow the definitely not a Ford Focus guy car. Hell no. Hell freaking no. Although that was almost my first car, actually. Because I was working at Ford at the time, and I was a junior in high school. Like that. And they had, like, I forget, I think they had, like, I think it was, like, a 04 or 05 Ford Focus. I think it was with the 2.0 engine, and it was the hatchback when they still made the Ford Focus hatchbacks. And the dealership had it on the lot for, like, I don't know, 60-something days. So they were like, oh, yeah, if you want your first car, we'll give you a great deal on it. And I was like, nope. Even then I knew. The Mercury Grand Marquis? Oh my goodness. You're a Lincoln Town Car kind of guy, huh? Although the Lincoln Town Car V8s are pretty solid, actually, overall. Aside from some leaks and shit. 3.5 twin turbo. I don't know enough about the 3.5 motor on those, but V6, nope. If it's not a V8, no thank you. Okay, all right. If it was a Lightning, a 1990 or 91 Lightning, a first generation Lightning I would take, or the supercharged Lightnings. What year was the supercharged Lightnings? 2000, 2001, 2002? Something around there. I would take one of those, yes. First generation Lightnings. That was when GM made the C1500 454 SS models. Which I had one. I had a 1990. Thank you very much. Which was the first year of a 454 SS. One of my favorite segments on Horsepower TV at the time was the 454 SS versus the Ford Lightning. They put on a Edelbrock top end kit. Cylinder heads, Edelbrock cam, and then they had the intake manifold, which is an EFI, a fuel injected manifold, and they basically just, you know, resurfaced the they resurfaced the pistons, they reused the pistons, changed out the rings and stuff like that. It was a good episode. It was pretty fun. I think it ended up making about 450 horses. It was pretty solid for 454. Big block. Recherche on the disco. Alright, nobody's following me. Sorry. Did I go too nerdy on that? Russell Westbrook on the red to 49. Giannis courtside. Wow, this case has an abnormal amount of court sides. The Giannis was to 99, Burrow. The silver, and there's the MVP to 25 for Burrow. What's up, Ross? 11 to 25 for Shea. That looks like an auto. Ooh. Disco rookie autograph of Donovan Clingan for Aiden. There's your first one. Nice. Clingan disco auto. Dillingham to 99. Nice. For the Wolves and Big Nate. Iguodaro silver. Silver of Randall and a red of Saloon. Is how we end it, guys. This case is definitely lacking. Lots of court sides in this case, which is cool, but we haven't connected on a good court side there yet. Clingan is our first auto. I have a Clingan magnet for some reason. To recap it, I am putting up number 9 on the screen, guys. was your guys, latest bro? What was your guys' first dream cars? Like realistic dream cars. Keep it under like 30, 40, 50K, depending on how old you are out there. What was your first realistic dream car? Mine was a Stingray. I'm sorry, Jerry. Mine was like a 67, 68 Stingray. Because I used to watch Horsepower TV on Spike TV when I was younger. And stuff like that. And they used to do a lot of Corvettes. And I thought Corvettes were like the shit until I sat in one. A 94 Supra, not a Cressetta. A 77 Camaro. That's an interesting choice. Most people will go first gen Camaros. Yeah, this case has been a little lacking. This case has definitely been a little lacking. A 85 Lincoln Town Car. You gotta be a Ford guy, City. Yeah, Supra. I feel like Supras is the common answers for guys like 70s, 80s born around there. Now everybody in Hawaii, they buy the Toyota Cressettas just because it's cheaper. No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that year Corvette Camaro. Everybody goes with like the 67, 68 Camaros, the first gens. So it's kind of refreshing to see somebody rock that, or somebody to rock like the IROC Z Camaros, the 88, 89, 1990 IROC Zs. Those are pretty sick too. That was Select Hybrid number 8, guys. Thank you, everybody. Number 9 hitting the screen next. Take your 9s, guys. NSX. I always wanted a Chevelle too. What year Chevelle?